If you're looking to refinance your mortgage, you're definitely going to want to avoid these mistakes. What's up everyone, David here with Free2Be, and today I want to talk about 6 mistakes you should avoid when trying to refinance your mortgage. Now I think that all 6 of these are pretty important, so you're definitely going to want to stick around for the entire video. But before I get started, as always, if you're new to my channel, I cover financial literacy here in an effort to track my progress to financial independence, and hopefully by doing that, I'm building a database of content that is valuable to others to use. So if you are new, please take a moment and just click the subscribe button down below. It really means a lot and helps support the channel. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back again. Okay, so if you're looking to refinance your mortgage, there's just certain mistakes that you're going to want to avoid when doing that. And the mistakes I'm covering today are not ranked in any order, so one's not more important than the other. They're all pretty important to know, so let's just get into it. So the first mistake you want to avoid is not comparison shopping for a good refinance lender. Because just like anything else, you're gonna want to shop around. You wouldn't just buy a car at the first dealership you went to and the first model you saw. You wouldn't just go and buy a plane ticket at the first website you went to or the first airline you came across. We shop around, and we should be shopping around for the lowest rates and the best lender when we're refinancing our mortgage as well. Because lenders are looking for your business, so there's going to be competitive offers out there, and the worst thing you could do is just lock yourself in with the first one you get. Now the second mistake you're going to want to avoid is looking for a zero interest loan. I'm sure you've heard that the Fed has cut rates down to close to zero, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get a mortgage with a 0% interest rate, because there isn't actually a connection between the Fed's benchmark rate and the mortgage rates that are available to consumers. So unless you qualify for like a VA loan at a 0% zero down interest rate, you're more likely than not going to find a 0% loan. So digging around until you're blue in the face, looking for different lenders and trying to figure out who's going to give you that zero interest loan might be a wasted effort. So don't waste your time looking for a 0% interest loan. Shop around and go with the best rate you can find. And that actually plays into the third mistake you want to avoid, and that's taking too long to make a decision. Again, if you're looking for that best case scenario, you might not find it. But if you've done your diligence, you've done your homework, you've shopped around, and you have 3 or 4 different offers, just pick the lowest one and go for it. If you wait around for the perfect offer, the volatility of the market, the rates might actually end up going back up, and you might miss out on an opportunity to refinance your mortgage at a really low rate. So don't wait around forever. Make a decision, make sure it's informed, and definitely get some offers in place and do your diligence, but definitely don't procrastinate here. And a great rule of thumb here is if the numbers make sense to you, seize the opportunity and move forward. Now the fourth mistake you're going to want to avoid is not having all of your paperwork in order before moving forward with the refinance. You've heard of having all of your ducks in a row. Well, make sure you have all your ducks in a row. And that means having your W-9s, other tax forms, W-2s, pay stubs, all the employer information you need, whether it's your credit history, your credit report. Have all of that on hand because timing is everything. You don't want to cause any unnecessary delays in the process, because again, once you lock into a loan, once you lock in with a rate, you're going to need to move quickly or you're going to lose that rate. So everything should be in order. You should be ready to move and ready to move fast, because again, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you miss out on refinancing at a really low rate, because the whole point of this is to be efficient and effective. So while you're doing your shopping, also be gathering your information. Make sure you filed your most recent taxes. Make sure you have everything in order before you really start hitting the ground to move forward with this loan. Now the fifth mistake that you're going to want to avoid is forgetting about closing costs. Refinancing is not free. There's closing costs associated with refinancing similar to the ones that you paid when you got your original mortgage. So this is going to be 2 to 5% of whatever you're borrowing for closing costs. Now, you may be able to roll those closing costs into the loan, but that could end up costing you a higher interest rate when it's all said and done. So the whole point of refinancing is obviously to get the best rate possible. And if you're going to pursue it, try to pay those closing costs out of pocket, because you don't want to then risk increasing your interest rate to a rate that's close to the one you have now. And the sixth mistake you're going to want to avoid is not being patient. Now, I know I said earlier that moving fast and swiftly is the key with refinancing, but in today's world with COVID-19 and people people losing their jobs and the economy the way it is, and the rates being so low, a lot more people are looking to refinance. And believe it or not, the lenders are actually understanding of this and will lock you into a rate for a longer period of time because they are now overwhelmed with paperwork. A lot of these lenders are inundated with a lot of requests for refinancing. So it could take a little bit longer to get your paperwork through the queue. Be patient. Don't need to necessarily call them all the time and check up on the status. If you've done all your work, if you've submitted all the paperwork you need to submit, be a little patient with the lenders and it'll get done. Now, obviously don't forget about it and wait until, the lock is about to expire and you're about to lose your rate, but check in from time to time, keeping your patience along the way. And in no way are these 6 the only mistakes that you can make out there. And if you think there are bigger ones that I missed, just let me know in the comments down below. But the point of this video was to make you aware of 6 common mistakes, 6 big mistakes in my opinion, that people should avoid when they're refinancing their mortgage. Alright guys, well that's all I had for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please take a moment and just click the subscribe button down below, and we'll see you next time.